Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to everyone, especially to Dr. Rashida binti Hamid and to all my classmates. Today, I'm going to present on my topic, which is digital menu. But before we start, my name is Nurhanim Humara binti Mazlan. To begin with, let we begin with the introduction part, which is, as time flies, without realizing the world has been attacked by the COVID-19 pandemic for already more than 2 years. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), coronavirus diseases, also known as COVID-19, is an infection disease caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The best way to prevent and slow down this transmission is to well inform about this disease and how this virus spread. To minimize human-to-human contact in the COVID-19 environment, most hotel guests and a significant portion of restaurant patrons believe that by using technologies in the service delivery is compulsory. The COVID-19 pandemic has contributed to an increase in artificial intelligence (AI) usage for the public safety reason. Now let we continue with digital menu. So guys, what is digital menu? A digital menu, according to Showcal 2021, is a menu that digital version offered in the food service establishment to their customer via QR quick response codes. And in addition, the menu is very important because we know that menu is the heart of the restaurant. Next, digital menu systems are divided into three largest systems, which is QR code menu, non-touchscreen menu, and touchscreen menu. So let's begin with the first category, which is the QR code menu. So the QR code menu is the self-service technology. This is because a simple web page or a PDF file can be accessed by clicking the links, and it can be lead to a cloud-based web application with an interactive user interface (UI) or user experience, which is UX design. A QR code is a pattern of black and white scale that devices with the scanning technologies that can read. URS or other type of information are often stored in the QR code. After that, a PDF menu is a digital version of a paper menu without any changes in a digital modification and has not been adopted to use the electronic device, while a web app menu, which is also a digital menu designed for the use of a tablet or smartphone. After that, let we move on into the second category, which is non-touchscreen digital menu system. So what are they? Actually, non-touchscreen digital menu system are digital boards that provide visual information about the product owned by the business and require an interpersonal style for the customer to be able to place an order. This digital menu board can be categorized into two groups, which is the first we have the static digital menu board (SDMB) and second one we have the dynamic digital menu board (DDMB). So what is SDMB? Static digital menu board are larger screen that allow the product of the menu to be presented with attractive visual and the price information in the place where the customer can easily see them. This component of this screen is the image do not change consistently and remain still. So what are the example of the static digital menu board? We have IKEA restaurant, we have Tila, we have Family Mart convenience store. Yes, they're all using this static digital menu boards. While we have another one which is dynamic digital menu board, which is DDMB. Dynamic digital menu board are plasma, full lighting emitting diode LED or liquid crystal display LCD screen. We are also used as a menu board that combine the static menu tag with the high quality images, video, slideshow and animation and live news charts. Furthermore, one of or more images on the screen are consistently changing and are usually presented through video. So for example, you can see the theater video at the Tila shop. Yes, they already put some video with the motion regarding the current beverages that top trending in the Tila, and then you can see the McDonald's drive-through. While you know drive-through your car, you can see there's a video that play by the McDonald's is regarding what menu they offer, and it's actually to attract. They are very attractive. They are very what we call colorful. They are very when we look, we are very, it's like appetizing, to eat. It's like the visual are really appealing to see, with all the bright color, especially McDonald's are red. And then the Buzz Bear Coffee also, they are using this kind of dynamic digital menu board. Alright, now let we proceed with another system of digital menu, which is touchscreen digital menu. So what a touchscreen is a combination of the system that have tablet or a kiosk. So what a tablet-based digital menu, which is a digital menu system that allow the offered menu to be displayed and ordered via tablet computers. A kiosk is another example of self-service menu technologies. They are freestanding devices with the touch screens that are usually found in the restaurant entrances or inside the areas. With the help of these devices, customers can select the product they want, place their order, and directly make the payment. So what are the examples? For example, McDonald's and KFC restaurant in Malaysia, they are using the touchscreen digital menu. Okay, so have you guys experienced yourself? If you are not having a chance to experience yourself, now you should go to any McDonald's or KFC restaurant franchises and experience yourself using this touchscreen digital menu. Usually, most of the McDonald's and KFC restaurant nowadays in Malaysia, they already offer this type of touchscreen digital menu. So let's experience yourself with the touchscreen digital menu system. Now let's move on into another section, which is SWOT analysis. So basically, what is a SWOT? We have strength, we have weaknesses, we have opportunity, and we have threat. So let we begin to start with the strength. So what are digital menu strength? So this is generally, we know that digital menu are convenient. A digital menu is convenient because the food service establishment can change their digital menu using the software anytime and anywhere. Of course, because it's digital, what you need is a computer or a laptop or any gadget, and you can change easily anywhere. As long as you have the good internet connection, then there is no problem at all. A second is cost saving. Why is this a cost saving? Because using a digital menu allow the management to change their menu design anytime without the additional cost. Yes, because it's digital menu, so you don't need to reprint back everything like a classic version of menu, which is printed card menu. And then number 3, promotion contribution. Yes, digital menu has some space where the business can display their campaign most effectively. Yes, some of the restaurant, they also do collaboration, which is their, do some promotion contribution, which is can be the side income from them. It's like, do you have any advertisement? We have a digital menu, so while you browsing, sometimes this advertisement is going to pop up suddenly because they want to advertise what are other maybe promotion inside their store. Maybe other business partner is having a good deal. So yes, that's what we call the promotional contribution, and from this they also will gain some extra money. And the last one, increasing speed and enhance the quality of the service. Yes, digital menu allow the customer to choose their order quickly and enable fast service display. But how this happen? When the customer place the order directly, the system align together with the back of the house. Furthermore, let we continue with the second part, which is weaknesses. So what are weaknesses of the digital menu generally? First of all, they are very expensive. You must be wonder why very expensive. Yes, the digital menu is very convenient and save cost, but not coming to one aspect that you guys must be forget. What about the gadget? For example, do you know at Sushi King they use tablet based menu, which is it require one tablet per one table? Yes, that's made a very increase in the cost, which is very expensive, as the tablets are costly and a big restaurant will require many tables, as each table require a tablet. Hence, there is an increased expenses in purchasing. Secondly, will face difficulty if the gadget does not work properly. The customer will only have an easy access to the menu option if the gadget works properly. So what happens if this gadget may be lagging, maybe doesn't have a good internet connection? So this going to have the customer will face difficulty and the lead with to the frustration to ordering. And then it is compulsory to have a good vision. Due to digitalization, the menu are displayed digital by using the gadget. Yes, hopefully you realize this, which is, have you realized, is actually is according on the gadget itself. The more, the bigger the gadget screen, the more the display screen, the more the wider the things that are going to be displayed. But nowadays all our smartphone is very quite small, so especially for the baby boomer generation, they will face a problem as according to their age, due to age factor, they might be not have a good sight, especially when you are facing your phone screen, your smartphone, which is smartphone is a digital, and sometimes it will irritate your eyes, especially for the baby boomers generation, and cannot bring the digital menu for the counter from the counter to the table or seat. For example, a fast food restaurant use a digital menu board to display its menu, and the customer only can view this menu upon reaching the ordering counter. So this menu is, you cannot one-to-one, especially for the one that use digital board menu. So that's what happened, which is, and at the same time, if you realize, because the customer only can see the menu upon reaching the ordering counter, that's why they are making bigger to easier for a few person at the back to see. Later, we proceed for the opportunity. So what are opportunity that can be built with the digital menu? Firstly is create cross-selling opportunities. By recommending beverages that match the food that customer want to order, they also make the cross-selling opportunities easier. So, how is this going to be happen? For example, have you ever have experience when you browsing the menu and then, for example, you put a tom yum noodle, for example, and suddenly there's recommended beverages, which is the customer usually pair with this, which is aloe vera drink, for example, fresh orange juice, for example. So this is what we call cross-selling opportunity, which is the one that going to pop up suddenly, is going to trigger your mind to add on, to buy this also, and to give a try. And then reduce human or error. Yes, it is more likely that an error will be made when taking order, when the customer can place their own order using a digital menu. Yes, digital menu going to minimize the human error, because if human, is going to sometimes is influenced by the emotion, but when you use digital menu, there's no emotion at all. Alright, so miscommunication between employees and customer can cause time consuming and expensive mistake during the peak service time. For example, like I give examples like influenced by emotion. For example, maybe this waitress have the not good experience on that day. It's like a not good day, and suddenly when you place the order and he or she is like not concentrate so much, and then, like, for example, maybe you order one chicken rice, but instead this waiter give you two. Yes, you can reject, but especially for the business, they are already considered as a loss. And then promote special offer and build customer loyalty. For instance, a restaurant app may inform customer for the forthcoming event, new menu item, and promotional offers. So like I do said before this, which is they have the advertisement space, so they can put the advertisements like limited time promotion. So you buy one chicken and it's going to complement with one free beverages. And the stock management system. The ability to automatically remove products that are out of stock, and better information of sales volume will be made possible by linking the offered menu with stock management. How it is happen? For example, if you have the experience like a Sushi King, you want to add on like a sushi, salmon sushi, and then you can see that in stock there are only 4 left. So first come first serve. So when the stock is already finished, automatically you can see that this product out of stock, which is usually you can't click the button to add into the cart. So that's all for the opportunity. Last but not least, for the SWOT analysis, which is threat. So what are threat? Okay, firstly, for the threat for digital menu are data security. Yes, this is nowadays a very famous issue, especially regarding the scam, all those kind of things. So data security, since a QR code is programmable, it can associate with anything. QR code system can also set cookies that track the customer purchase and add their name, phone numbers, and credit card information to various database without maybe it can with your consent, and maybe without your consent also might be happen. So to all my friends, make sure you guys are really aware with all those QR code that you are scanning. And then power consumption, like I just said before this, you know, the tablet based menu, they use tablets, and the tablet is power consumption, which is the life of the tablet is only for 1 day. Hence, the staff need to recharge back after the battery is low. And let's lost job opportunity. It take over many of their responsibility as waiter and waitresses. Yes, as nowadays we use the digital menu, so the waiter and waitresses did not need any, you know, not necessary to come to the tables and then take note what the customer want to order, because it's all can deal by using digital menu with one click. Alright, and the last one is high chances of getting a technical problem. So what are the technical problem? This is including which is lagging while browsing the digital menu, being stuck during the checkout for online payment, and low battery leading to a dim display screen. So if the screen is already dim, do you believe me, this is going to create a very unflavor situation, because the screen is not you know, as bright as usually what you see. This is because of the low battery. So that will be tried for digital menu. Later, let we move on into problem and recommendation. So the first problem is regarding of digital menu is lack of interaction with the service employee is one of the most controversial problem with the touchscreen menu. So meanwhile, many people who believe that eating out is done for entertainment and social connection consider this inability to talk with the server as a drawback. So what will be the suggestion? As we know, when we use the touchscreen menu, we don't need the employee that's like previously I mentioned, because everything you can done with, you know, with the one click. So as a suggestion, the food service owner might be can use the digital menus like a QR code, but when come to ordering, I would like to suggest that the customer to place the order, it is suggested to use the waiter and waitresses. Alright, and secondly, it's time consuming to browse the menu. Alright, so we know that it's going to consider time consuming to browse the menu. If you have a menu card, you just can flip, but for the digital menu, you need some time to browse the menu, especially when you click every single menu and to see the description and those kind of that. So what will be the suggestion? The suggestion is the food service provider must be use a stable platform to implement their digital menu. The more the stable the platform have, the faster loading time to browse the digital menu. Alright, so we know a good platform usually not consider lagging so much, and usually you know, the browsing time is much more faster if you use the more stable website. So make sure the food service restaurant owner, at least to minimize the browsing time, at least use the stable platform is highly recommended. And the last one is digital menu are not senior citizen friendly. This is because the baby boomer generation needs some more time to cope and adapt to the current technologies. The digital menu requires an excellent vision to look at the new menu, excellent vision, meaning as the menu display chiefly depend on the size of the gadget, like I mentioned previously. Hence, as a suggestion, any food service establishment that offer a digital menu need to have at least one printable menu as a backup, just in case there is a necessary for the elderly to use it during ordering process. Yes, you know, for due to age factors sometimes, yes, so this baby boomer generation, usually they're going to have a problem, and some of them, it's not baby boomer, some people they use you know, wear spectacles, and you know, they have a very high rabun jauh, rabun dekat. So when they have this vision problem, sometimes digital menu is not suitable for them. So when this come to lead for frustration, it's highly recommended for the restaurant to have a printable menu. Okay, a printable menu is very helpful, and trust me, if you have a printable menu as for the backup, I believe many of the customer will keep coming to their restaurant, because at least you give an alternative for them. So I mean, which customer is not happy when the restaurant is providing another way for them to browse the menu? I mean, they are not going to be down. The feeling is not that, oh, susah lah nak tengok menu. It's okay, dear madam or mister, okay, well, we can change the menu into the hardcover menu. So the guests must be very happy to receive that kind of things. Last but not least, we already come into the conclusion part. So what we can conclude for today. So on the whole, the usage of digital menu is rising due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as people are encouraged to do more contactless service in daily activities. Secondly, one of the effort is using the digital menu in the food service establishment to minimize the contact with human. The SWOT analysis help to identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat related to digital menu in generally. And the last one, however, a few type of restaurants still prefer using traditional menu cards such as fine dining to preserve their type of restaurant and identity. So this is true, especially for the fine dining. We know the fine dining, the traditional menu card is their signature, which is from the hardcover, the printed, the velvet one. You know, all those kind of things is reflect and portraying their restaurant identity. So everyone, I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to me, and Assalamualaikum.